Oreo McFlurries and McChickens were something that I indulged in frequently as a child. We have already covered the McChicken on this channel, so today, in the Anabolic Laboratory, we will be making an Oreo McFlurry that is better than the one from McDonald's. I guarantee it. I will also show you the McDonald's McFlurry right next to my McFlurry, so you can see that making my McFlurry is a necessity. My name is Nick. I have my master's in exercise physiology and I make anabolic recipes, and I also review pretty much anything in the fitness industry, do full days of eating, etc. So if you're into that kind of thing, like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you're ready to not only have your cream, but your cookies too, then let's get into it. Today will mark a new way in which we make creams. Since I've started using PE Science as my protein powder, I've always been getting a couple ice chunks in my ice creams. I wanted to eliminate that. And so I went on a mission and made attempt after attempt, and today we are changing up how we do things. We are going to start with 480 grams of ice in this blender. We're gonna take this ice and we are going to crush it right out of the gate, and we no longer will have to worry about ice chunks anymore. And the consistency, if you can even believe it, is even better than it was before. 1 minute on high and I will see you back. All right, now we're not going to touch the ice, no blending, no mixing it around. So we're going to start with milk, 1% milk. Why did I choose 1%? I wanted to make a McFlurry. I want it to be dairy-like, like a McFlurry is. Fat equals flavor, and fat will also make the consistency of the actual milkshake better. And we're gonna start with 130 grams. Per usual, we will grab our fat-free Greek yogurt and we are going to put in 120 grams. Our last and final wet ingredient is vanilla extract. We're gonna go with 4.2 grams. Reminder, if you don't have a point scale, I have one. It only costs about $20. Anything that I use is in the description below. However, if you don't have one, go ahead and use 4 or 5 grams. That is fine as well. At this point, we will add our salt and we're gonna go with 2 grams. Oh, and by the way, if you try to crush 480 grams of ice in a non-Ninja, you probably are going to break your blender, or it's not going to crush. You almost need a Ninja blender or a Vitamix for this project. I would go with a Ninja. I've gotten a great use out of the $80 one that I had, and now I just upgraded to the screen one, the touchscreen one, and it's worth it to me because it stops after a minute and all my blends are 1 minute long. But we're gonna go with a minute and I will see you back. It's such a beautiful thing, I don't even have to think about it. Now, we're gonna take our blender blade out and we're going to mix this up. It's going to seem very thin, don't you worry. But we're gonna bring everything from the bottom to the top. We really wanna make sure there's no ice layer on the bottom, so make sure you scrape really well at the bottom. And we pop our blender blade right back in. And now, we have to go in this order. Don't ask me why, I've tried it several ways, but this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go with 7 grams of vanilla jello, sugar-free. Then we're gonna go with 1.5 grams of both xanthan and guar gum. They mix together to make a very smooth, creamy-like consistency, but if you only have one or the other, use 3 grams of one. The protein of choice is a whey casein blend. It really doesn't matter what casein blend, but for the best results and for the best taste, I would go with the Cookies and Cream PE Science Whey Casein Blend. 15% off when you use code E4CM, but I did try with a vanilla and you can get away with doing it with another whey casein blend, but I have found the best taste with this protein. And luckily, I'm on about 20 reps of this ice cream, and that is when I found perfection. Speaking of reps, do you want to get extra reps when you hit the gym? Gorilla Mind has science-backed pre-workout products that will give you the motivation and focus to do just that. Use code E4CM at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Back to the cream. That being said, this is almost gone. I have about 1 serving left. So we need to get 42 grams or about a scoop and a quarter. Yeah, a scoop and a quarter or 42 grams of your whey casein blend. The next absolutely crucial ingredient, and I wouldn't recommend any other brand besides this Cocoa Trader brand because I tried 3 different black cocos and this one is by far the best quality and the most realistic Oreo tasting ice cream on the market. Again, I will have this in the description. You don't have to use this one, but trust me, I used 3 of them and this one was by far the best in terms of quality and taste. Now we're gonna go with 10 grams of this black cocoa powder. And why black cocoa powder? That is what Oreo uses in their cookies, like the actual cookie part of the Oreo. Last but not least, we have our Swerve. I like mine really sweet, so I'm gonna go with 30 grams of Swerve. If you use a different sweetener, watch out because they all have different sweetnesses, but I recommend Swerve because it has the least calories and to me tastes the most like the real thing, aka sugar. The last ingredient is the Oreos. This is where you get to choose your fate. Do you want to put 5 Oreos, 3 to crush, 2 to chop up and mix in and get the best taste but 55 more calories? Or do you want to save on calories, only throw in 3, still tastes like Oreo and it still tastes damn good, but it's just not fantastic? Or the option that we're gonna choose, 4 Oreos, 3 inside, crushed up, 1 we're gonna chop up and put on the top. You get Oreo in most bites and it tastes so damn good. We're talking realistic as shit, like an Oreo ice cream. Your friends, no one else. My roommate was literally like, holy shit, that tastes like an Oreo McFlurry when I gave it to him before he even knew what it was. If you want it the best way, I would say at least 4, if not 5, but I'll leave that up to you. So I'm gonna throw 3 of these in here and we are going to mix this up because I've been talking and this is just melting. So I will see you back in another minute and we will do one more mix. Okay, bye. Now we're gonna mix everything up top to bottom. Again, we are going to take out our blade and we're already looking real nice and thick. Bring up ice cream against the walls of the blender so everything is wet, and then with our spatula, we're going to wipe everything down and get all of the stuff off the side so everything can really get mixed in here. And also, just like last time, bring everything from the bottom to the top, put our blade back in, wipe down the walls one more time. We're gonna blend on high for 1 more minute, and in the meantime, I'm going to chop this 1 Oreo up really quick and I will see you back, and we are going to eat 6 cups of Oreo ice cream. Hell yeah. We're gonna go over the macros here in a minute, but first I wanted to show you a comparison to the real thing. Now I have a regular McFlurry sitting right in front of me. This is the largest one they have. It is about 12 ounces or a cup and a half. And we're going to pour. So we have more left over in here, which we'll get to in a second, but we have a full cup of this. I mean, we're at least talking twice the size here. And then we are sprinkling some Oreos on top here, just like this one, right? But we have bigger chunks. We could do it our way. Bigger chunks, always better. And on top of it, I have 2 small McFlurries, which are 8 ounces each, okay? So 12 ounce, 16 ounces. Let's see. I have filled up not only one that's at least twice the size, I have also filled up 2 8-ounce McFlurries, which is more than one of these 12-ounce McFlurries. Now, consistency-wise, I'm gonna say it's about an 8 out of 10. A McFlurry is pretty thick, and this was just in the fridge too, so it's even a little bit thicker because it's been in the freezer. This is the same thing here. This is definitely a little bit thicker. I'm not gonna say it's not, but we're not talking about night and day. We're talking 8 out of 10 versus 10 out of 10. But as far as actual Oreo flavor goes, when I try this, the top tastes a little bit like Oreo. Tastes like an Oreo McFlurry. But once you get down here, and I posted this on my Instagram too, once you get down towards the bottom, we're talking minimal, if not no Oreo. With this, especially if you put that extra Oreo that's chopped up in here, you're getting literal Oreo in every bite with the cocoa powder, with everything in here. Literally, you are getting full on Oreo flavor in every single bite. So damn delicious. Mine tastes way more like Oreo than an Oreo McFlurry does, and that is why, in my opinion, mine is better. Now, is there more thickness and more sweetness in the regular McFlurry? Yes, but mine overall, with the amount of Oreo chunks that you get, Oreo throughout the whole thing and not just the top, because again, the bottom of this is literally straight vanilla soft serve, mine's better. Hands down. Now, let's go over the macros. For a 12-ounce Oreo McFlurry from McDonald's, you are getting 510 calories, 16 fat, 80 carb, 12 protein, and 1 gram of fiber. For mine, you are getting 543 calories, 15 grams of fat, 89 carbs, or 59 net carbs, and 52 grams of protein, along with 7 grams of fiber because of the cocoa powder and the gums. Absolutely incredible. And once you have it once, you will not stop wanting to have it. I'm kind of pissed that I have to move on to the next cream. Honestly, I want to keep eating this cream. However, you guys voted. I held a vote on my Instagram. You should definitely follow me on Instagram if you're not already, so you can be part of the viewer votes. But I let you guys vote which Blizzard you wanted for the fall flavors that just came out. There were 7 of them. You guys overwhelmingly wanted a pecan pie Blizzard. So that is going to be the next Blizzard. Buy the Power 13 cookbook if you want to help support me. Buffalo Ranch chicken sandwich, pizza bread, Reese's protein ice cream milkshake. So damn good. I appreciate all of you. Share this with someone that loves Oreos. They will love this recipe. And until next time, I will see you in that next one. Deuces.